Morning. All right. Good morning, gang. How about some stat projections? Okay, I'm going to go over my stat projections for 2023 for the starting rotation for the Yankees, or at least 1 through 5. There are some other guys that might be able to squeak in here, and I think having enough depth pieces will help the Yankees. Somebody like Matt Crook, pitcher from the left-handed side, who threw over 100 innings last year, might be able to get in there. Domingo Germán, again, might be able to get in there, or just some guys that might not be traded. So right now, I'm going to give you my 1 through 5 of what I think it's going to be, not in any particular order, but guys that I think that are going to be part of the rotation. And I'm going to do the whole entire team. I'm going to do the bullpen. I'm going to do the offense and everything, but we're going to focus on the starting rotation today. So if you don't want to miss the other videos, please subscribe to the channel. Okay, and if you enjoy the content, please hit the thumbs up. I don't want you to miss anything, but like I said, today we're going to be starting with the starting rotation for the New York Yankees. Stat projections. We're on the road to the 28th World Championship. Hopefully the Yankees will get it this year. So, and again, I want to know what you think. I want to know what your thoughts are. Give me your stat projections in the comments below as well. Okay. And again, we're going to talk 1 through 5 today. And again, if the Yankees happen to make a trade and the rotation changes, I'll do this again, or I'll modify it. Okay. But I see these guys probably being the most likely 1 through 5. So I want to know what you folks think. Obviously, we're going to start with Gerrit Cole. My projections are a 19-7 record, a 2.91 ERA, 200 innings pitched, and 243 strikeouts. So it's a Cy Young-like performance. And I think the reason why he's going to be close to a Cy Young award this year is because of the addition of Carlos Rodon. I think they're going to push each other. I think Rodon's going to push him to be his best. And I think Gerrit Cole is going to push Rodon to be his best. It's like when Cole was traded to Houston and the effect that he had on Justin Verlander and vice versa. They really pushed each other. They made each other better. And I have a feeling that the Yankees are going to be in that same boat this year, which encourages me quite a bit. This excites me, and I do think he can have this performance on a regular basis. He's still an ace, okay, despite what folks say. He's had a couple of clunker games, but he's still an ace. Sub-3 career ERA, and I think he's going to continue back. I think he's going to get himself back under 3 again. Okay, which leads me to the next guy. And again, I'm not giving any particular order for the starting rotation. I'm going with Nestor Cortez right now. He might be the 2. He might not be the 2. I don't think the Yankees have it set either, but I have Cortez in building off what he did last year, going 13-9 with a 2.99 ERA. Okay, 167 innings pitched, which is a little more than he did last year, and 165 strikeouts. He was a crafty, reliable stabilizer to that rotation last year, and he still has. He's not a free agent until 2026. So he's got 3 more controllable years here on the cheap. Okay, arbitration years. So we are damn lucky to have this guy. And he could very well be a candidate for a Cy Young Award winner, too. You never know. Okay, based on what he did last year. And again, he's still building his arm strength, building his innings, and he did wear down a little bit. He got hurt, but it wasn't a significant injury. He's healthy again. And I'm pretty confident he's going to be right up there. And again, another sub-3 ERA season. I think this rotation's overall going to have a pretty solid foundation, pretty solid starts, and quite a few low ERA guys. I think they're going to make each other better, which takes me to Luis Severino. I think he's going to go 12-8. And again, he's in a contract year. Okay, so I think he's going to be motivated to stay healthy and perform. And if he does that, he's either going to get extended, or if the Yankees don't feel they can extend him, they're probably going to trade him. And if he's performing well, they'll get quite a bit for him. But I would like to have him around. He's been like the heart and soul and kind of the firecracker of this starting rotation. He's a bulldog, and I love the emotion that he brings when he's pitching. It's fantastic. Cole has that. Rodan has that now. And having a guy like Severino adding to that dynamic is really, really cool. So I have him going 12-8 with a 3.20 ERA, 151 innings pitched with about 170 strikeouts. It's a little bit more than he threw last year. Again, not throwing him to the 200 innings pitched Wolves yet. I think preserving his health is important, which I think is having some more depth this year. And at some point, we might get Luis Hill back. We just don't know yet. He's not on this list because I don't know whether he's going to be back from Tommy John. So, but at some point, we might get him for the second half of the season. So he can be another guy who can throw some starts in there, which is also why I mentioned Matt Crook. He's one of these guys who can throw some starts to the Yankees. But I think Luis Severino is going to be a mainstay here. And 3.20 ERA, I think, is pretty solid for him as well. A low 3 ERA, which takes me to the next guy, the new addition on the team, Mr. Carlos Rodon. And I co-ace for the team. The slide will come up in a second. And again, like I said, he to me is going to be a great addition to this team. Like I said here, I think he can put himself in a position for a Cy Young award as well. I think there'll be a little bit of a regression in ERA. He was at like 240 last year. I think it's going to be around 301, which is still a very good ERA in the American League. 17-8. I have him going with a 301 ERA, 175 innings pitched, which is similar to what he threw last year. I think that's a good amount of innings pitched for him. And 221 strikeouts. Again, he, like Eric Cole, they average more than a strikeout an inning, and they're just big strikeout guys. And the emotion that he brings and the fire that he brings, and he doesn't give up a lot of hits. He doesn't give up a lot of home runs. So I think he's going to be a great addition to this rotation one way or another. So whether it's 2 or 4 or 3, whatever they throw him at, my guess is it'll probably be the number 2 guy, but we just don't know yet with the Yankees rotation, what they're going to do, which leads me to the number 5 guy who they acquired last offseason in a trade, Frankie Montez. Okay, I think he'll be mostly healthy. I think he'll go 10-10 with a 3.78 ERA, which is more in line with his career stats, or career average, I should say. He had a bit of a dud last year because he came in, he wasn't healthy, but he's healthy now. And I think he'll put up some decent numbers. 3.78 ERA with 155 innings pitched and about 142 strikeouts. Not a huge strikeout guy, but if we can get that type of production, incredible. I think it's going to be incredible. If we can get that type of production, 1 through 5, I'm pretty excited about that. I am pretty excited about that. And again, that puts the Yankees in a position to be extremely good, extremely good. So, but let me know what you think. Are your stats similar? Can you see these types of performances by our pitchers? Load up the comments. Okay, load up the comments. And I'm going to transition over to the bullpen next. And obviously, it's a bigger list. So we'll have a couple of guys per slide because you can only have 10 slides per video on StreamYard. That's just the software that we have here. And again, I mentioned this my last video too. There's been some folks that have want me to have a more Yankee-esque background. I will have that. That I promise you. I'm working on having an addition put on my house. So, and it's going to take a while, but I will have my own Yankees YouTube room. So, which is a room that I'll be using for my other channel as well, my running channel. So, top of the line running, and it'll be more baseball specific in the background. I'll have some framed photos and some other things, and might even bring out the Yankee backdrop for some of the videos too that people like. But right now, I'm just dealing with the elements in my different environments. So, my goal is just to keep the content good and to keep you guys and gals engaged in the videos. So, but I will spruce it up as soon as I possibly can. But thank you for your patience, and obviously, I'm always grateful for your insight and supporting the channel. And if you don't want to miss these other videos, and like I said, if you're not subscribed, please make sure you do that so you don't miss what we have, because we have a lot of good stuff coming in 2023. So, and I want to take you along for the ride. I thank you all. So have a great day, everybody. Let's go Yankees.